Thank you, Mr. Vice President. We exercise the right of reply in response to the deceptive remarks made by the delegate of Armenia. In his statement, the delegate of Armenia does not refer to the remarks made in our statement earlier today. In other words, they violated human rights of Azerbaijani IDPs. First of all, Armenia, as member of this council, should take resolute steps for violations of international law. Azerbaijan has more than 1 million refugees and IDPs who have been forcefully expelled from their native lands. Armenia in early 1990s occupied the territories of Azerbaijan and ethnically cleansed the local population of those territories. The fundamental human rights of those Azerbaijani IDPs, the right to property, the right to remedy, the right to movement and residence, and the right to development have been violated by aggressor Armenia for almost 30 years. Those human rights violations of Armenia were documented in the judgment of the European Court of Human Rights back in 2015. It should be asked Armenia that why this country still does not implement the judgment of the ECHR, restoring the violated human rights of Azerbaijani IDPs and allowing them to return to their homes and properties. The conclusions of the judgment of the ECHR and its finding that Armenia is responsible for the violations of human rights of Azerbaijani IDPs clearly state that this country cannot hide behind the puppet regime it has established in the occupied territories of Azerbaijan. We will always make the voice of the persons to be heard whose fundamental human rights have been violated by Armenia for decades. The economic and cultural rights of the Azerbaijani IDPs and refugees are violated more day by day. Armenia is an attempt tries to destroy and change the cultural heritage of the Azerbaijani people in the territories it occupies. And regarding the claims of self-determination, we would like to state that these claims are unsustainable when they are directed from outside, coupled with external aid and accompanied by violation of international law. Armenia did exactly the same, unleashed a war against Azerbaijan, used force and occupied the Nagorno-Karabakh region and 7 surrounding districts of Azerbaijan, and established an illegal separatist puppet regime in the occupied territories. So Armenia flagrantly misinterprets the principle of self-determination for justifying unlawful use of force and military occupation. Under the pretext of self-determination, Armenia denies the existence of the Azerbaijani community of the Nagorno-Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, revealing its deep-rooted discriminatory policy exercised in the form of ethnic cleansing against native Azerbaijani inhabitants of the region. Thank you, Vice President.